Hello, my name's Maria and I'm from the Green Thyme team, and today I'm going to show you how to make some paper pots. I'm going to show you how to do two different paper pots, one with flaps and one without. All you need is some paper. To start off with, you'll need your piece of paper. This first demonstration is on how to make one with flaps. So you need the full A4 size, or whatever size you're starting with, and you need to have it slightly oblong, like an A4 piece of paper or A3 piece of paper. So if you have the longest side nearest to you, there's the way, fold it in half. Okay, and then if you turn it round so the folded bit is away from you, and then fold it in half again, two shortest sides together. Simple enough. Okay, so you've now got about your piece of paper is the quarter of the size you started with. It's best to keep your piece of paper flat on the table and do some nice creases. Okay, then with the sealed sides furthest away from you, and I'm going to turn mine round but you leave yours where it is, and the open bits nearest to you, you can see the open bits are actually going to be facing you, and the sealed bits. Lift it up so it's a flap that almost looks like an L shape. Okay, with your finger, you're going to put your finger in between these flaps that are up and try and get it as close to this corner up here, this one here. So I'm going to turn it round so you can see. So my finger is in and touching the corner there. With the other hand free, you can then push it down and it forms a triangle. And then you can press out onto the corners like so. So can you see that? So I'll show you again. So if you have it as an L shape, sealed sides furthest away from you, opening to you, finger into the corner, into the top corner here, and press it down and flat. And there we go. So you should have it looking, can't really get it on the camera angle there, we can see it just like that. Looks like a triangle on one side. Okay, so now you should have that facing to you. What you're going to do is turn the whole thing over, so what should be there is all nice and flat. You see that? And we're going to lift up this flap, almost the same as what you did a minute ago. We're going to lift up this flap. So on your table, you should have like a triangle shape with a flap in the middle. And again, sealed ends closest to you. And almost what we've done. Then finger in between those flaps and up into the top corner again and push down. You can sort of straighten it out and then make those creases. Okay, so should have it looking like that. Do it again for you. So it will be up, middle, finger into that top corner here with your other hand. Whoop, should be able to push it down. And you'll end up with it looking like that. So you've got a nice triangle at the top, you've got almost two little feet at the bottom. Okay, make sure the triangular bit is pointing away from you and the other two sides is closest to you, like that. Then what we're going to do, this is really easy to do but also really easy to forget, and it won't work if you don't do this. So all you need to do, it doesn't matter which side it is, but just pick up one flap and push it over. So now you've got rid of those 2 feet at the bottom and it's a nice flat triangle. And then just turn it over. On this side you've sort of got it flat and then a little foot, so we pick up the other side and turn that over, so you've got it nice flat again. Just squash it down, make sure those edges are nice and creased. Okay, so you should now have both sides flat. Okay, and on either side you should have 2 flaps, like so. Okay, again, keeping the pointer furthest away from you. I'm going to start on either side, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get this short side here and put it into the middle. You've already got a crease down the middle from earlier fold, so just fold it in half into that crease. Okay, you see that? Fold it into the middle, into the crease. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Fold it into the middle, into the crease. See that? And we're going to fold it over again into the middle. So one side. So you can see one side has been folded in half, one side hasn't. But we are going to fold this side into the middle as well. So you've now got 2 sides folded into the middle. Okay, that's nice and easy, we're almost there. So now it should look like that, facing you. 2 sides both into the middle and the point away from you. Then what you're going to do is turn it over, and we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So the side into the middle in half, and the other side into the middle in half, and again into the middle, and the other side into the middle. So it looks a bit like a rocket if you hold it up like that, and you've got your pointy bit, and you've got both sides all folded into the middle. Okay, now we're going to turn it over. This is where you see whether you've done it correctly or not. We're going to actually hold it in, and you should have 2 flaps. You should be able to fold over one side, turn it over, and fold over the other side. Make sure you push them down really nice and hard, and then we're going to see if we can open it up. Start off with, we need to fold it in half. This time it won't matter which side you fold it in half, because all sides should be the same as it's a square. But if you try, and once you've folded it up, try and have your folded edge furthest away from you and your open sides next to you, then you'll find it a lot easier to understand. So fold it in half, then we're going to fold it in half again, short sides next to each other, and you'll end up with a square piece of paper, roughly 1/4 of the size you started with. Same as before, we're going to lift it up and make that flap, and we're going to use our finger to go in between those flaps, turn it around for you, and up into this corner here, and squash it down. And you'll see straight away that you've got a triangle. Let me see on there, got a triangle shape. Okay, I'll just show you that one more time. So from your square up like an L shape, finger into the flaps, turn it around so you can see. Obviously you'll have it like that, which is easier for you, but you can see up into the flaps and up into that corner, squash it down into the triangle. It should be like that in front of you. Gonna turn it over and we're going to lift up this central flap like this. So you can see on the bottom it's a triangle with a flap up. So you're going to get your finger, push it through the middle, up into the corner and squash down. And you've got a clear triangle like that. Okay, so flap down, and this time we still need to do that all important step where we fold over one side. It's a bit harder to know which side you've done it because you haven't got your feet at the bottom this time. But over one side, so you should have one corner, and this side should have 3 corners. Fold it over, and we want to take one corner from the side with 3 and put it over to the side with 2. Important step, and make sure that you just push down and squash down all those creases. Now it doesn't matter which side you're going to get, but you're going to get the corner, and you've got that centre point. You probably can't see it properly on the corner on the camera. No, can't get that seen. It's slightly, you can see you've got that middle bit there. So you're going to get the corner here and bring it in to the middle. Try and keep the edge as close to this bottom edge as you can. You see that there? Close to the edge there. That's it. And the same with one corner again. You've still got the other one behind it and into the centre point, and trying to keep it as flat against that edge as you can. And again, I'm going to try and bring that, I'm going to do it on the bottom, I can't do it holding up, sorry. We're going to try and bring it again into the middle, and this side into the middle like so. Okay, so you've got it folded over twice into the middle. Then we're going to turn it over, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side, bringing those corners into that middle line going down there. Try and keep it as flat as you can on the bottom, crease it, and then this side again into the middle. You'll be able to do this a lot easier than me because you'll be able to do it flat on your table like that. So if you keep it flat on the table, it's a lot easier. And again, I'm going to bring it halfway into the middle, like so, and the last one into the middle again. So you should have your pot looking like that, pointy edge, and it all sealed in. Okay, now I find that these ones without the flap need a little bit of glue. So if you lift up your last flaps that you've got and just literally put some glue on, push it down, whoop. Not too much, it doesn't really matter, push it over, then that just holds it in place. If some, because you haven't got the flaps like you have in the previous one, they tend to spring out a bit. So you just need a bit of glue on there to hold it in place. I find it easier to do it while it's still folded. Give it a good rub. And then we're going to open it out. And you should have your, well, hopefully you've had a good time learning out how to make your pots, whether you've made them with the flaps or without. Join me later and I'll show you what I do with some of these pots and how I like to decorate them. So hope to see you later, and bye for now.